Very well around the springs. Interesting. Oh, she's heavy. Interesting stay last night. It's my neighbours were cheerfully chatting until about 11 o'clock. And I noticed my lights go off and then they went to bed, which was nice of them to do.
So, welcome to episode 25. Here we are in the Northern Territory, well and truly heading up the Stuart Highway towards Mataranka. It's fairly early in the morning. I got away well and enjoying the coolness of the day. I plan to stop at a couple of World War II sites that are shown up on the map, but as the day progresses, I'm actually constantly surprised by how much World War II infrastructure or remains of that infrastructure are along the road. It's quite incredible. This would have been a very, very, very busy arterial road during that period. Much more busier than we were led to believe when, as kids, we were learning about the bombing of Darwin, for example, and the state of or the level of which the Japanese Imperial Army posed a threat to Northern Australia. When we were little, we considered it was, one or two bombings of Darwin and that was about it. But in reality, it was a real risk, and I don't think that was quite conveyed in our teaching at the time, or from our teachers at the time. But certainly with this trip, the risk that particular armed force posed to Australia was much bigger than I think the public at the time were led to believe, and certainly in the education that I received during the 70s and 80s. Quite incredible. But with the passage of time and secrets being progressively exposed due to the 30, 40, 50, 100-year rules of various archive acts, we're getting a better insight into that period of time. An important period for Australia where we turned our alliances away from the European power that established the country in its current state to the United States under the guidance of then Prime Minister John Curtin. But for now, we'll just progress along up this very, very long, straight and beautifully maintained road.
So stopping here to have a look at the Elliott staging camp from World War II. So another staging camp. It's where they would collect and train soldiers in the Allied forces before they were moved to Darwin and other places to engage with the Japanese. As you can see, the staging camps are important to be a long way away from attack, because that's where the men are training, but close enough to be able to be deployed. So, got some fuel there, didn't need it, but rather than having range anxiety, which I was starting to get. When I talk about range anxiety, I had 120 k's balance surplus. Just go down. So I decided I would just top up. That's for sure. do some research. That's a relief. I thought my GoPro failed, but it hasn't, just needed a new battery. Who knew? Put that in there. Well, we're here at the... oh, I forgot his first name already. Henry Todd? Charles Todd. Overlaid telegraph line. This column was erected to the memory of Sir Charles Todd. Oh, he was a kindly call me God. KCMG. You have to know your Yes Minister for that. So they're going north and south, and they met about a mile from here, west of here, so that away. 3:50 p.m. on Thursday, August 2nd, 22nd, 1872. Thus making it possible for the first time instantaneous telegraph communication between Australia and Great Britain. Wow, 1872. That's just amazing. Too far out. By this stage, I'd been stopping here and there and changing GoPro batteries and taking pictures of termite mounds with t-shirts on and looking at bird life, and suddenly I realised that the day was actually getting on and I was getting later and later into Mataranka, and considering that I had to pitch a tent when I got there, I figured it was time to actually start to pull my figure out. So I've put my pedal to the metal and extracting a few more kilometres per hour to get up to Mataranka. Except when going past tractors who are doing a great job in reducing the grass either side of the road, so you can see any critters hopping towards you while you're doing 130 kilometres per hour. Didn't do it. Just want to say I didn't do it. Well, there's more coming behind me.